Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, September 25th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown, so if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this would be a video for you. First off, a couple clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right there will be moving around and changing. That is because the market is still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. Ticker symbol number one, we are looking at OPEN, very popular stock still. And today, good turnaround. Things are starting to look very, very shaky. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But definitely way better than having this downtrend continue and having the price go down to that line and then break down through it. So good to see that the price was able to stay above that 644 mark and then got the bounce. And with the bounce, got back above that pink line there, the 200 period moving average, which is now going to be the ideal level of support. I mean, if we say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? Certainly, if now the price can stay above, we'll call it $8.12 because then again, that is the current value of that pink line right there. Now, if the price falls back below it, does that mean everything's destroyed? It doesn't, because again, you're still up above that 644 mark, but certainly the preferable level to now stay above would be the pink line right there. In terms of areas of resistance, big battleground to watch right now is all about the purple line right there, the 50 period moving average. You can see that's essentially right where the price is struggling at this point. And as of now, the value of that is right there at $8.52. So that is going to be the near term level. In my mind, that's the big question mark moving forward here into Thursday. Can the price actually have enough power to break through that purple line? So grab your popcorn and we'll see what happens. Next one here, YAAS. Good solid move here. Now, this is a little tricky to talk about because it's about perspective. What do I mean? Well, if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, and you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 10 minutes, well, then yeah, from that perspective, the chart looks really, really bad, as clearly the price did pull back. But within the pullback, the price is still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. So even if it just chops around up here for a little bit more, from an overarching standpoint, you'd still be able to make the argument that, hey, the lows are here, the previous lows were down here, and obviously these lows would be higher than those ones. So again, from a bigger picture, you could still make the argument the price is building higher bases, but that is where this purple line here comes into play, which you now know is that 50 period moving average, currently valued at 0.093. So definitely you want to see the price stay above there. Not saying this will occur, but the reason being, if the price were to come down here and then fall down below it, what do you have at that point? Well, now all of a sudden you have the price having gone right back to where it was. And I mean, not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that make a great move and then go right back to where they were, not exactly a sign of genuine power. So that is why, in my opinion, the purple line, very, very important. In terms of levels of resistance, if this thing's going to try to turn itself around and make another curl back upwards, key area to watch for that right there at 0.114. Next one, LAC, big mover today, and now we have ourselves a good classic pattern. So let's get this pattern drawn into place. So the top of the pattern, we have this resistance trend line right there. Bottom of the pattern, we have that area right there. Let me change that to green for support. And then just to make the pattern easier to see, let's keep it all the same color. So we have our area of resistance. We have our area of support. Have the big upwards move right there. And then for you golfers out there, put the golf hole down here. This would be a bull pennant pattern. Now, just because something's bullish does not mean for sure guaranteed the price is going to make a move upwards. But is it valid? Is it, rational to think that the price could do something like this and then get a move upwards? Yeah, that is totally, valid. Guaranteed? Absolutely not, but certainly a rational question to throw out there. So if you like bull pennants, here you go. Next one, RGTI, and like these other ones, difficult to talk about from a presentation standpoint because it is all about perspective. Day traders, flippers, scalpers, anybody that was buying up around here and wanting to buy and sell within a few minutes, yes, for you, chart is now looking pretty rough because as of now, late afternoon, very big pullback is occurring. With all that said, if you do care about the big picture, very clear to see the price is still in an uptrend, and I think the clearest way to see that is just to continue to watch that purple line, which I know I've talked about in past analysis on this one. But the price is still very nicely up above that 50 period moving average, right now valid at, we'll just call it the $30 mark. So, I mean, stop and think about it. The price could actually, let's do this. Let's say the price comes even down further, and then, does something like this and then curls back upwards. Now, emphasis here on big picture. What do you have from the big picture? Well, you have lows here, lows there, and you have even lower lows, and if you envision those as stair steps, then the stair steps are still progressing in the upwards direction. Again, I'm not saying it will pull back that far, but that's just to illustrate how, from the big picture standpoint, the price could actually drop down quite a bit more, and the overall trend would still be bullish. In terms of areas of resistance right now, Key dynamic to watch going to be this general area up here. So a slight downwards trend line, but as of now, in my opinion, top priority, not necessarily breaking levels of resistance, more so trying to make sure that the price does ultimately build a higher base. So just make sure, obviously, that this thing doesn't completely reverse around. But overall, big picture, the trend is still clearly in the upwards direction. Next one here, BBAI. And overall, the pattern here that I drew is still in play. I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment now that we have more data. So I'm going to adjust this level down and then, just make a little bit of a tweak to it. So there we go. But overall, like I said, big picture wise, the trend is still fully intact. And you now just have a multi-day pattern, the same one that I talked about previously, and that is the bull pennant. So the biggest difference here is just this is now occurring over multiple days. The first one I drew on LAC was just a one-day pattern, but this is now a multiple day pattern as I draw that up. And once again, put the golf hole down here. So yes, again, same general kind of theme right now is all about perspective. Day traders, if you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 3 minutes, then chart is looking very bad for you. But if you do care about the bigger picture, not only is the price still in a nice overall uptrend, again seen by that purple line there, price is still nicely above it, but you also have a multi-day bull pennant pattern. Real quick, I want to take a break and help you solve a very common problem that maybe you're experiencing, and that is this. You would like to be a day trader, and I'm defining day trader as having unlimited day trades every single day, but you can't because of the pattern day trading rule. Well, I want you to be aware that there is a market out there, and not a lot of money is required at all. And you can become a day trader and make as many trades as you want every single day. And not to mention the market where this is all possible moves way better than penny stocks and small caps anyways. But I do understand if this all sounds way good to be true, what's the catch? Which is why I'm inviting you, come see it with your very own eyes. It's what I've been doing for the past several months, and it's awesome. But yes, I have been live streaming. So if you want to, like I said, see this with your very own eyes, then come swing by the live stream. I start every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then I go for a few hours. So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can be reminded of when I do go live. But yeah, check it out, and please just be aware that you do not have to put up and suffer under the pattern day trading rule.